Welcome back. Let's commence, shall we?
Come and play, for the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
Oh, I used Living Dead for some reason? Okay.
Wait, wait, wait! When you play with fire.
Oh, this is gonna be a bad. Okay.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest.
Okay, what the? Alright.
bigger's better. Dance like the leaves on the flowers. This is so
All right.
much fun. Let's play some more.
Okay. Oopsies, I didn't want that.
Christmas friends.
Ah, shit, I'm messing up my groove combo. Okay.
You play rough. We can play no more.
That's great. I'll give you that. Oops, jeez. Alright, let's proceed, check.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead. Kinla, Ilihla, Ilmeg, Okbra. Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child, how many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Yulmore. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look, the sky.
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Axla Orwain! Axla Orwain!
What's happening?
Water? That wasn't there before.
Orwaik Ansasi, Orwaik Kinsi.
Help me! What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it! General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat!
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Feaul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength, in return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call. Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
I'm going to train harder, having seen what you've achieved. It's the least I can do. Well done, my friend. You put me to shame, laying low a light warden while I struggle to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire. It seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Feaol not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now. It was pure luck that we managed to hold the Elmorians at bay long enough for you to succeed. But we have earned some good fortune, and while it is plain we've not seen the last of General Ranjit, I, for one, am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. Nearer for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighted me nonetheless. Night hath returned to Elameg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom and averting the 8th Umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the Fey folk put the Elmorians to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what value allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. Alright, yay. Though the battle is over, the war is far from won. Let us fix our gaze upon the road ahead. Okay. Anything change? Okay, nope. How about you? Okay. I knew you could do it, and not only because of your blessing. You have a strength all your own, and it has seen us through many a trial. While the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say. to the bitter end, the fate of our two worlds being at stake, and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much and more may have happened while we were frolicking with the folk. That Ranjit elected to pursue us makes us hopeful the city was spared Elmore's attentions. But I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that for us all when I say that I've had a bellyful of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. All right, let's return to the Crystarium. Ba 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 da ba 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 na na. Is this it? Is this gonna be it? I see nothing out of the ordinary. The city appeareth unchanged from when last I visited. There is the self-same comforting hum of activity in the air. Though we've spent most of our time on the road, Minfilia and I actually have apartments here. Perhaps now we may finally make use of them. All seems well, thank goodness.
All seems well at the Crystarium?
Yes. Yulmore was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity, I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you, a native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all. But that's no different from what Lahabred did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the Source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted. I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
Shit. Whoops. Finding common ground with an Asian, my entire being of rebels at the very notion that an Asian of Emmett Selt's standing should willingly reveal himself unto us, and at this of all junctures is most interesting. You know what, let me see if I can raise it up a little bit. There we go. Let's test this out with the next cutscene. He appears to be gone, but I won't be lowering my guard just yet. Dude. So that was an Asian. Thancred told me about them. Cooperation. He can't be serious, can he? Well, we've certainly been given much to ponder. But first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Akira. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In the light of your recent excursions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Go on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later. Refreshed and ready for more. I would say Emmett Selk is one of my favorite characters in this expansion. One of the best villains, I would say. His arc, so good. Anyways, enough of me gushing over Emmett Selk. Let's continue and head to bed, even though I'm not really too kind in doing this. So, what's this, by the way? What's this little thing? Oh, hello there. Hail, sinner! Might this old woman impose upon you to travel to Fort Job in her stead? My son, Charthwick, is with the guard out there, and I have a package for him that wants delivering. I'd go myself, but my knees simply aren't up to the task. Alright. Oh, there we go. A package. Oh, food from mother. Everyone will be so pleased. Her last letter mentioned how distraught she was to hear that members of the guard had given their lives at Holminster Switch, and how touched that so many more risked themselves to protect it. But of course, she would be. Our whole family is from there. After all, I expect that she wanted to express her feelings by preparing food for us. She does that. Wait a moment, you were in Holminster Switch too, weren't you? I saw you on the front lines. I knew it. I don't think I could ever forget the sight of you, facing down eater after eater without even once flinching. And it's not just me, you're an inspiration to all of us. Here's an idea. What if you pass these out to the rest of the guard? I'm sure that they'll be awestruck. So, you have my thanks for this, of course, but also for the battle. I remember you well. Though we lost many, it would have been many more without your aid. Chalrick's mother made this. That's the best news I've had in days. Her cooking is excellent. I was sorry that we couldn't save their home, but at least the whole family made it out alive. Ah, food, thank you. And may I just say, it's an honor to have you here. Your bravery on the field will not soon be forgotten. There's your goddamn sandwich. Wicked White, you're her. You were there in the middle of it all, strong as 100 men, a bulwark against the tide of eaters that threatened to overwhelm us. And now you've brought me a sandwich? Just, just cherish it and not eat it, and just like put it in a Ziploc bag and like cherish it for the rest of your life. Anyways, please, were they? I expected as much. I apologize for asking such a thriving task of you, but we lost a lot of people on that battlefield. Anything that might raise morale is well worth trying. And I thought that if they admire you even half as much as I do, well, in any case, you have my serious gratitude. I saved my favorite portion of food for you, so please take it along with my thanks. Alright. Yay, finally, I can fly. I seriously did not know that there was a quest to unlock another Aetheryte in the Crystarium. But luckily I didn't, as I pressed the wrong button. Shit! Da, 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 da. I would during this. I think this is the cutscene. So if I pause for a second and just to adjust some the audio. Welcome back, Miss. We've been expecting you. You will find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Yes. Very good, Miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. Oh shit, I have to read. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. He'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history and the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear. What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto? Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
God damn it. This game makes me cry. God, I fucking hate it. And love it at the same time. Anyways, thanks for joining me and see you in the next episode. Till then, fare thee well.